A small fun session on the universe.
Yeah, it's just a chit chat on the universe. I just wanted to know what you guys know about the universe. That's all. I actually wanted to. This session was for me. I wanted to learn about the universe from you guys.
I
Surprise!
don't think you're going to learn
Yeah.
much.
It's very big.
Oh, okay, that's fine. No problem.
This book's about the universe.
कौन सी है? Everything.
Complete
कैसी है?
everything
Have you read it?
written by Rutherford and Fry.
Did you read it? कैसी है?
Achia. It wait, let me tell you the topics. About the life cycle of the universe, rocks over history, dog psychology,
Dog psychology
We
from the
love
life
dog
cycle of the universe.
psychology.
Really?
about everything.
Okay, about everything. So technically, yes.
The
Acha.
geometry of a circle, a brief history of time,
Oh, that's by Stephen Hawking.
free
पढ़ी भी
will.
है?
Nay, not that one.
No, it's a chapter,
Yeah,
but is that inspired by A Brief History of Time
I
by
think
Stephen
so.
Hawking?
I
Okay.
haven't read a brief history of time. I read Brief Answers to the Big Questions by Stephen Hawking. That's also a good book about space.
Acha. Okay. So who would want to be the first one to tell us anything you know about the universe?
Come on, Hamza.
We,
First.
yeah, Hamza. Yeah, Hamza has the universe profile picture too.
Yeah, Hamza, that
This is the
qualifies
Milky
you.
Way, not the universe.
Yeah, that still qualifies you.
Uh,
It's better
First.
than
See the
Taha's
galaxy
face.
we're in Vinahil?
It's more zoomed out than Taha's face, no?
I'm in that picture, Hamza. That's me.
Yeah, he's already that. We're all in that picture, really, to be honest.
Okay, Hamza, tell us about space, about the universe.
What is the universe?
Uh, the universe is a massive vacuum with a couple of rocks in it. Let's just say it all originated from the most famous scientific theory. Is all originated from one massive bang, which was superheated, spreading um rocks all around the planet, all around the universe.
Superheated rocks. Okay. Any names of things that are floating around in the universe? Like, okay,
There's
galaxy.
there's planets, dwarf sun, sorry, not dwarf planets. Actually, wait, there are dwarf planets. Pluto's one. Um, there's black holes. There's a lot of things. There's
Yeah, we got black holes on the list too today, by the way.
yeah.
I'd like to learn more about black holes from you guys. So, acha, Taha.
No, I think it's Manahib next. We're going from youngest to oldest.
Okay. Nile, what do you
we,
think? Would you
I
add
know,
something?
yeah, I know which planet we live on actually. I bet you haven't
Oh,
heard of it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
wow.
called Earth, and it goes around this thing called the sun.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What
It
is the
goes
sun?
around the thing called a
it's
black
a
hole.
big ball, and it's hot.
It's acha, nahi. It's hard, but what is the sun? The sun is
A
its name.
gas,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
um,
Go on, go on.
us a big star.
It's a big star. Yes.
It's
It's actually
made up
not a big
of
star.
70%
It's a
hydrogen,
small star.
like
It's not a very
28%
big star.
carbon,
Yeah.
Baby star.
and like
So,
1.5% oxygen and 0.5% other things.
Hamza, are you Googling this?
Hamza,
No,
you need to turn your video on.
We
I
need to
don't
see
have a
evidence of you
camera.
on Google.
Do you actually know कि Earth और Sun में size का कितना difference है?
6,000.
10,000?
No, let's not use numbers for this. Some analogy, something from our around our world.
Very big.
Big, yes, but let's get close to how big.
A single grain of sand and a handful of sand.
Let's say that there's a big building, huge building, right? And that's the sun. So the Earth is kind of like a basketball in that building. That's small. It's a big building and a basketball. And then, do you know जो हमारी गैलेक्सी है उसका साइज हमारे सन से कंपेयर करके कैसे है? It's like I said, the sun is a building and the Earth is a basketball. But that building, if you zoom out of the city, you barely even notice the building anywhere. City is huge. So the Milky Way is kind of like that city, which has lots of buildings, lots of stars. You barely can count them. So that is the size difference, size comparison of our world, our little world, which we think is really big. It's not big. Shopping market कितनी दूर लगती है ना when you're walking there. So kind of imagine the analogy then, how big and far everything is. So now I want to ask you, do you know how old the universe is?
8-ish billion years?
No, you're close.
7.
Nahil?
9 billion.
9 billion. Nahil was the closest.
Ha ha.
It's actually 13.8 billion years old.
Uh,
And it's actually constantly expanding. It's not staying the same size. It's expanding like anything. It's expanding then
Yeah.
pretty much faster than the speed of light.
Isn't that where the term observable universe comes from?
Yes. It's like some parts of the universe we're theorized to be so far away that their light fails to reach us. They're so far away. So
Okay.
that's why there's only a limit to what we can see in the universe with our current tools and equipment and technology. So that's a bummer, because there'll be a point where many things would just go out of sight at the edges of the universe, and we won't be able to ever see that, unfortunately. So lots of mysteries would remain mysteries. How many stars are there in the universe?
billions.
Huh?
Billions.
Billions?
Billions.
I'm going for septillions.
What? Okay.
1 million billion.
I'll go 1 septillion.
Now we can use the grains of sand example, actually. Huh? So it's kind of like one grain of sand is a star, and there are more stars in the universe than all the grains of sand on all the beaches on the earth. Can you imagine that? You can't imagine that. That's the problem with the universe. Did you know that, Manahil?
No.
Mission complete. You know one thing now. Okay. Are you is anyone of you following the latest research on telescopes and what they're building, and any missions planned by NASA? Any of that? Any of that?
They're trying to go to Mars.
They're trying to go to Mars. Yes.
I
Do you know
remember.
why? क्यों जाना चाह रहे हैं Mars?
To see what's on Mars.
We already know what's on Mars. We sent robots there already. They're still roaming around.
To
So
establish a space colony.
huh?
To establish a space colony.
Well, I'm not sure
To
if
check if it's habitable enough for us.
yeah, it's kind of like, let's say it's kind of like a fashion statement that we want to send humans to Mars. Although we sent robots, we have a quite a fair analysis of how the terrain is, how the weather is, how the atmosphere is, what the temperatures are, how the gravity works, everything. But we still need that fashion statement of a human setting foot on Mars, which I don't understand at this point. But well, if they want to, they can. Right? Should we stop them? I don't think so.
I don't think we can.
And neither would they be bothered, really. कि ताहा की कॉल आई थी कि I think आप Mars ना जाएं. And she's like, okay, let's cancel the trip. So, the most fascinating thing about the universe, apart from uh, all the numbers of stars and galaxies and all these size comparisons, what do you think is One of the most fascinating okay, give me some other fascinating things about the universe that are like mind-boggling.
Uh,
Um,
Do you
that
know
there will
do you know the speed of light?
It's
What
like
is the speed of light?
2.97 times 10 to the power 8.
How much?
2.97 times 10 to the power 8 meters per second.
is it not
2.2 point.
299,792,458 meters per
It
second?
it it,
I
it
did just search that up.
all right. Stop. Well, you can round it off to 300,000. So, and it's not 300,000 kilometers per hour. It's 300,000 kilometers per second. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? You can't imagine that. Super fast is the fastest thing in the universe. The fastest thing. Nothing can go faster than the speed of light. Do you know that? That's a universal law. Nothing can go faster than the speed of light. Do you know why anything can't
Because
go
light
faster?
is weightless, so you'd have to be in negative weight to go faster than
Let's
that, I
not
guess.
let's not call it weightless. Let's call it massless.
Oh
Light
yeah,
is
massive.
massless. It has no mass. So that's why, if anything else that we try to accelerate to that speed, we can't, because whatever we try, it's going to
Energy.
have some mass. So when you have mass, you basically cannot reach the speed of light. You know which famous equation explains why you can't do that? A very famous equation.
E
What
equals mc
E
squared.
equals mc squared.
Yes, yes. You know what E is in E is equal to mc square?
Binding energy.
It's energy. And what is M?
Mass or mass.
Mass. And what is C squared or
Speed of
C?
light.
That is the universal constant. That's the speed of light. So the problem with that is that when you all know math a bit, right? Manahil,
yes, I
you know
know
equations,
math.
right? So when you have anything that has mass, you can't accelerate it to the speed of light. You can bring it close to it, but the closer you can get to the speed of light would mean that the lighter the object would have to be, something that you can't even imagine. Still, it can't reach the speed of light. So, what they do in that particle accelerator, you heard about that? We have this particle accelerator where they do
Dark
these
hydra.
weird, wild,
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
crazy experiments. They bang particles into each other by accelerating them on either side of that ring, and they bring them close to the speed of light before they have an impact. So, light की जो speed है ना, the most fascinating thing about that is that if you imagine, on a serious note, that you are going at 300,000 kilometers per second, um, it takes 8 minutes for the light from the sun to reach the earth, to travel 300,000 kilometers every second until 8 minutes go by to reach the earth. That's how far the earth is from the sun. And so if you imagine it reaching the end of our solar system, it takes, I don't, can you Google that? I think it takes 45 or what? How many minutes to reach Neptune or something? Can you check? So that is,
1.87 years.
huh?
Huh?
Yeah? No, no way.
Oh
An
wait.
hour or so. Two
In an
hours?
hour.
One, huh?
In an hour.
In an hour. Yeah. So 1 hour just to cross the solar system, and the solar system is just a teeny weeny dot in the galaxy, and the galaxy is just a teeny weeny dot in the universe. So it is painfully slow. Now you understand, while from our perspective light seems like super fast, it's like surprisingly fast, but on the scales of the universe it is painfully slow. So when we talk, have you heard the term light year?
Yep.
Can Minahil tell me what a light year is?
Oh, give me 1 second.
Hey, I shouldn't hear clicks.
It's
The
the
distance.
distance light
It's
travels.
okay.
It's
What
okay.
is
It's not a test.
light year?
What is a light
I
year?
know a light year is a unit of astronomical distance equivalent to the distance that light travels in 1 year, which is
Siri,
9.460
stop.
steps. I knew that.
So a light year is the distance. It's not a measure of time. A light year is not a measure of time. It's a measure of distance. It is the distance that light travels in 1 year. And now, can you check, Minahil? Can you check the closest star to the sun? How many light years away that is?
Um, Proxima Centauri,
Centauri. Yeah.
4.2465 light years.
This is the nearest star. The nearest star. 4.2.
Wait a second. 2465.
Yeah, light years. So light at 300,000 kilometers per second continues to travel for 4.25 years, and that's when you reach the nearest star. Can you imagine? Can we find out how far apart our own Milky Way galaxy is in light years? Can anybody Google that up? Click, 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 click.
26,000.
100,000 light years.
Can't be 26,000 light years.
Oh, now it says
I got 100,000 light
Yeah,
years.
it has to be 100,000 light years.
Haha.
So that's how far away Earth.
Let's wait. Hold on. We got varying numbers. So the scientific way is to verify this when we get a confirmation from a second person.
Minahil.
Nahil,
Oh, what was the
Nahil, in your hand.
question?
What is this? How big is our galaxy in light years?
How big is our galaxy in
In light years.
light years? It's 100,000. Hamza is right.
My Google lied to me.
I'll send you a postcard, Hamza.
Yay.
So 100,000 light years. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? इतनी देर में आप गैलेक्सी क्रॉस नहीं कर सकते. And there are billions and trillions of galaxies scattered over insane amount of distances. So the point of all of this is that we are so insignificant. We are so insignificant that we don't even realize.